Meron po.
Pwede bang malaman ano sasakyan mo?
Honda City po. Second hand lang po.
Honda City. Wala ka bang Ferrari?
Wala po.
We have a video that Miss Ronalyn Baterno is seen driving a red Ferrari. Anong relationship mo kay Mr. Ruperto Cruz?
Parang friends lang po.
Tunay na balita, walang kinakampiyan, sumasalamin sa katotohanan lamang.
Let me ask questions to Miss Baterno.
Baterna.
Anong first name mo?
Ronalyn.
Ronalyn, bago ka nagtrabaho sa Lucky South 99, saan ka nagtatrabaho?
Nag-apply po ako.
Hindi, bago ka nag-apply sa Lucky South 99, saan ka nagtatrabaho?
Casino po.
Sa, ano mo lang, yung complete, saan casino?
Sa Midori po, sa Clark.
Sa Clark. So, anong trabaho mo sa casino, Ronalyn?
Online shuffler po. Nagsishuffle
Online?
po ng cards.
Okay.
Opo.
Okay. So, diyan ka una nagtrabaho bago ka napunta sa Lucky South 99.
Opo.
Meron ka bang kakilala na taga Lucky South 99 na niyaya ka na lumipat? Kasi may trabaho ka na dun sa di ba? Sa casino.
Wala po.
Ano yung reason ba't ka napunta dun sa Lucky South 99?
Napasya lang po kasi ako nun sa may Grand Palacio since nag-resign na po ako sa Midori. Tapos may nakapagsabi lang po na casino daw po yun. Since galing naman po akong casino, so tinry ko pong mag-apply.
Okay. Pwede bang, I hope you don't mind, no? Tatanungin ko lang ulit. Kung willing ka sumagot, magkano sweldo mo dyan sa Lucky South 99?
Starting po, sabi po nila 17.
17,000.
Opo, a month.
Tapos, tumaas.
Tumaas po nung parang binigyan po nila ako ng additional na trabaho, which is yung nagpipirma nga daw po.
So, in-increase niya lang yung sweldo mo.
Opo.
Ikaw ba ay, you may refuse to answer, ikaw ba ay dalaga o may asawa?
Ano po yun, sir?
Ikaw ba ay may asawa o dalaga?
Single mom po.
Single mom. So, Mr. Chairman, the reason why I'm asking that, because yung susunod na tanong is related dun sa income ni Miss Ronalyn. Miss Ronalyn, meron kang sasakyan?
Meron po.
Pwede bang malaman ano sasakyan mo?
Honda City po. Second hand lang po.
Honda City. Okay. Wala ka bang Ferrari?
Wala po.
Sigurado ka?
Opo.
Mr. Chairman, we have a video that will show that Miss Ronalyn Baterno is seen driving a red Ferrari. Kaya nga gusto kong malaman kung sa kanya yung Ferrari yun.
Pwede ba nating ipalabas siya na chairman na Barbers?
Pwede nating ipakita. I will show it to you later, Mr. Chair.
Siguro, while waiting sa dun sa video, may we ask as well, Ronalyn Baterna, I hope you don't mind, asking this, because we wanted to dig deeper and ferret out the truth, So, single mom ka.
Yes po.
So, pwede ba malaman kung Pilipino or Chinese yung tatay ng anak mo?
Filipino po.
Pilipino siya?
Opo.
Okay. So, you have the birth certificate for that child? Can you kindly submit the birth certificate in this hearing? Can you submit the birth certificate?
Opo, sure po.
Please submit to this hearing, okay?
Opo.
Sige, thank you. So, we'll be showing the video.
Here's the video of the, sino may-ari nung sasakyan na Ronalyn? Ronalyn mo siya? Yan, pwede ba pakita yun sa ano? Sinong may-ari nung sasakyan? Miss Ronalyn, sinong may-ari nung sasakyan?
Please answer the question of Congressman Barbers, Ronaldin.
Hindi ko po nakikita, Your Honor. Okay po pa.
Pwede ka bang lumapit dito para ipakita ko sa ito?
The resource person is requested to approach Congressman Barbers.
Okay, hindi pa wala tayo suspended. Ano? So, okay, can you kindly proceed, Congressman Barbers? Probably will not be showing the other video anymore because, ano eh,
Yes, Mr. Chair, I agree. Siguro we'll just provide the committee copies of the videos
sabihin na lang sa COMSEC para at least,
for our record.
sige, okay, go ahead.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yes, that's the next
you can proceed.
The next question na itatanong natin doon, nakita mo yung video, ikaw ba yung nasa video?
Yes po.
Ikaw din yung nagda-drive ng Ferrari.
Opo.
So, she admitted, Mr. Chair, that she's the one driving the vehicle. And the vehicle that she was driving is apparently, sinong may-ari ng vehicle?
Mr. Cruz po.
Mr.
Mr. Cruz.
Name.
What's the full name of Mr. Cruz?
Roberto Cruz po.
Ruperto Cruz. Anong relationship mo kay Mr. Ruperto Cruz?
Parang friends lang po.
Friends lang, ha? Sige, Mr. Chair, I'll get back to her later. Let me just proceed. Let me proceed to my next question to another resource person, Mr. Chair.
So, friends, is he not the father of your son?
Hindi po.
Hindi,
So,
sige, go ahead.
okay, so babalikan ko na lang si Miss Baterno.
Balikan natin.
Okay. Dito naman tayo sa ating inimbitahang resource persons, yung tatlong nagsabi na merong identity theft, no? May I know the names, Mr. Chairman?
The what?
Yung mga may nag-identity theft daw.
Si Linsangan, si Bernie Chang, Edwin Ang, Julian Linsangan, Marion Chua.
Okay. So, Mr. Linsangan,
Yes, Mr. Chair. Good afternoon.
kailan mo nalaman na ginamit yung pangalan mo?
Actually, Mr. Chair, yung isa ko pong kaibigan, nung June 26, nag-message po sa akin, morning, na sinasabi niya sa akin na, pare, sikat ka na, nasa news ka. So, hindi ko po, binaliwala ko po yun kasi may trabaho po ako nung araw na yun. Ngayon, nung lunch po, tumawag po yung kaibigan ko na yon na, pare talaga nasa news ka na ngayon. So, nung time na yun po, tinawagan ko yung wife ko kung pwede i-search niya yung sinasabi ng kaibigan ko na nasa news daw ako. So yung wife ko po nag-search po via Google. Then nakita nga po niya na yung pangalan ko nasa news na po ng bulletin, ng iba pa pong news. Tapos nag-search din po siya sa Facebook. Meron din pong post sa Facebook na nandun po yung pangalan ko sa isang content creator.
So, nalaman mo lang na ginamit yung pangalan mo nung lumabas na ito sa news.
Yes, Your Honor.
At ganun din kay Mr. Ang at saka kay Mr. Ano. Tama po ba?
Mr. Chair, actually ako po ang nag-inform sa kanila na nakita ko po yung pangalan namin dun sa isang write-up nung isang creator.
Wala ba kayong kakilala na incorporator o officer nung Lucky South 99?
Mr. Chair, wala po talaga.
Kahit isa?
Kahit po isa.
Wala ba kayong kilalang kaibigan nung may-ari nung Lucky South 99 na maaaring pinakilala sa inyo at nalimutan nyo lang?
Mr. Chair, wala po talaga.
Okay. So, ano yung ginawa nyo nung nalaman nyo na ginamit ang inyong identity?
Nung pong nalaman po namin yun, since ang nakita lang po namin sa news is Lucky South 99, so nag-inquire po ako sa SEC para ma-confirm po kung talagang yung pangalan namin nandun sa dokumento ng Lucky South 99. So nag-request po kami online sa SEC ng document ng Lucky South 99. Noong una po hindi namin makita pero nagpatulong po kami do sa SEC kung paano mag-request. Dumating po yung request namin ng June 28 po kasi po by courier. Doon po na-confirm namin doon sa dokumento po ng galing SEC, andun po yung pangalan naming tatlo.
Mm-hmm. Hindi ba kayo nag-file ng kaso nung nalaman nyo? Hindi nyo ba kinasuhan si Lucky South 99?
Actually, Mr. Chair, nung chinek po namin dokumento, nag-backtrack kami. Nagkonsulta po kami sa abogado na kaibigan ko lang po. Dahil wala po kami pambayad ng abogado talaga. Nag-file po kami ng kaso po sa Makati Prosecutor's Office against Lucky South. And all officers po ng previous Lucky South Outsourcing, Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Inc. po. Lahat po ng incorporators and officers po nila. Babasahin ko po ba?
Hindi na. Gusto lang namin malaman kung kayo ba ay gumawa ng aksyon nung matapos nyong malaman na nagkaroon ng identity theft sa inyo. Kasi
yes, Mr. Chair,
may pananagutan din sila dyan. Kaya kayo ay nag-file ng kaso.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Nag-file po kami ng kaso.
Sa RTC sa Makati?
Nasa Prosecutor's Office pa lang po.
Okay. So, nasa Prosecutor's Office pa lang.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Okay, sige.
Chairman, Ace, kasama ata yun doon sa mga kaso ng PAOK TF. Kasama sila sa kasi sila yun nandun sa incorporators mapapailan sila ng kaso because they are the one yung mga names nila appeared on the corporations. So basically what will happen to them? So mabigat naman yung depensa nila, di ba? Sige, Winston Casio.
Winston Casio po on behalf of PAOK. Mr. Chair, with regards to that question, our recommendation always is to file all relevant cases against officers and incorporators as shown in the paper and as manifested by testimonies also. So, if we file the cases against them, they are given the equal opportunity before the panel of prosecutors to submit their counter affidavit to refute our allegations that they have something to do with Lucky South 99.
Pero yung tatlo ngayon, magkakakilala ba kayo?
Yes, Mr. Chair, magkakaibigan po kami.
Magkakilala kayong tatlo?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
So, isang bulto kayong kinuha, parang... ano mga trabaho po ninyo, if I may ask?
Sir, Mr. Chair, ako po ay compliance officer po sa isang private company.
Ano po?
Compliance officer po.
Liaison officer.
Compliance officer.
Compliance officer. Anong kumpanya po?
Fireworks company po. Fireworks company.
Fireworks. Si Edgar.
Good afternoon po, sir.
Edwin.
Edwin po.
Can you speak louder, Edwin?
Sa appliance po ako formerly po.
Appliance?
Yes po.
Saan po?
Sa Anson po.
Sa?
Anson.
Anson.
Anson. So,
Yes po.
so you own,
No po, employee lang po ako doon.
yung isa,
Sa fireworks company rin po, Your Honor.
fireworks din. We were just wondering paano kayo pinili eh. Saka, yung bang mga TIN number nyo na nakalagay doon sa corporation, is it the same TIN number that you have?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yun? Exactly the same?
But the one that is written po dun sa papers is...
Speak louder, please. Speak louder.
Yung sa tin po namin, ang nakalagay po dun sa SEC is it was issued sa Angeles, Pampanga po. Pero originally, it was issued different places po. Like sa akin po, it was issued in Santa Cruz, Manila po.
Ang nakakapagtaka, paano nila nakuha yung mga TIN numbers nyo eh? Saka paano nila kayo na-identify? We're not saying na involved kayo ah. We're just wondering why. Magkakakilala kayo, magkakasama kayo, pareho mga team numbers nyo. And even your pictures, your passport, were included in the submission of all the documents in PAGCOR. I saw
Honor,
it eh.
If I may.
Yes.
Actually, nag-start po yan, Your Honor, nung 2023 po. Actually, nung pandemic days po kasi, I was selling this bottled tuyo. And then I met this guy, Mr. Dan De La Cruz. So, siya po ay constant seller po, constant buyer po nung aking binibenta. And then, nung natapos na po yung pandemic, nag-meet up po kami or nagkita po kami dun sa parking lot somewhere in Araneta po. And then, dun niya po ako ulit tinawag, sabi niya, brother, nagbebenta ka pa ba nung bottled tuyo mo? Then I told him, wala na po sir kasi nagkaroon na rin po ng problem yung supply. Then, dun niya po ako inalok, sabi niya, baka gusto mong mag-invest sa company na tinatayo ng boss ko. Then, nagsabi po siya kung magkano yung investment. Sabi po niya, at first is 15 million, pero hindi naman namin kailangan ibigay lahat. So sabi ko, sir, wala po ako ganong kalaking halaga. Sabi niya, no, 10% lang. So it means around 1.5. And sabi ko, sir, hindi po ako mayaman. Wala rin po akong 1.5. And then sabi niya, kung gusto mo, maghanap ka ng kasama mo. Yung inaalok po niya pertaining is online gaming po. So nung sabi niya, maghanap ka ng kasama mo, kahit dalawa, at least tagpa 500,000, dun ko po silang dalawa inalok. Then, after po niya akong alokin ng time na yun, sabi ko, sige sir, maghahanap po muna ako ng kasama. And then, comes August 2023 po, hiningian niya na po kami ng mga IDs with TIN numbers and pirma para i-validate daw po sa PAGCOR. Magkakaroon daw po ng mga investigation.
So, in other words, nagkaroon kayo ng interest because hindi mo right away ni-reject yung proposal. As a matter of fact, you talked to your two friends and you somehow agreed
Yes po, Your Honor. Kasi syempre, since namamasukan...
So, hindi kayo, we thought random yung pagkakapili ng pangalan nyo. But basically, sino yung kumausap sa'yo ng pangalan?
Mr. Dan De La Cruz po.
Dante?
Fernandez.
Dan De La Cruz.
De la Cruz.
Dan De La Cruz.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, you are in contact with him until now?
Wala na po, Your Honor. Nung nalaman po namin yung mga pangalan namin na naisama po dito sa korporasyon na to, agad po namin siyang tinawagan pero hindi na po namin makontak.
Dan De La Cruz. Meron kang picture ng Dan De La Cruz?
Wala po, Your Honor.
So, matagal mo na siya kilala?
Nung pandemic time po, nagpo-post po kasi ako online nung binibenta ko pong Battle Tuyo. Then, doon po siya unang na-meet up kasi tumawag po siya sa akin. Then, nagmi-meet up po kami sa parking lot sa may Quezon City para i-deliver ko po yung goods sa kanya, sir.
Okay. Congressman Barbers.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So lumalabas, base sa kanilang sinasabi, na mukhang hindi talaga identity theft. Kasi kung identity theft, hindi nyo alam, no? Meron kayong, kasi nag-submit kayo ng ID, nag-submit kayo ng TIN, so kumbaga para kayong nabudol. Di ba? Parang ganun yung dating.
Opo.
Okay, sige. Mr. Chair, babalikan ko na lang sila ulit later on, no? Dito naman ako sa sa issue tungkol sa kay General Karamat, no. Para once and for all masettle yung issue. General Karamat, isa sa issue yung pagkaka-relieve ng mga tao from CIDG na nagtrabaho at nag-raid dito sa Pogo Hub na ito. Marami kasing haka-haka na ang nag-order ng kanilang relief ay ikaw. Meron naman nagsasabi na merong higher authorities ang nag-order. Meron naman din nagsasabi na mga superior mo ang nag-order. No? Para lang magkaroon ng liwanag o maliwanagan ang lahat, pwede ba sa pagkakataong ito, pakisabi nyo, sino ang nag-order ng relief ng mga taong yon?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, sir, and to all the members of this committee, fellow workers in the government, isang magandang hapon po sa ating lahat, sir. Sir, thank you for this opportunity to clarify doon, sir, sa mga pagka-relief ng mga tropa natin, sir, sa CIDG. On the part of Colonel Alejandro, ako po, sir, yung nag-relieve sa kanya, but nasabi naman ni Colonel Alejandro na before the operation in Bamban was conducted, he was already informed of the impending reshuffle. Nasabi na po yun ni Colonel Alejandro. Actually, hindi lang po si Colonel Alejandro yung na-relieve nung yung reshuffle ay naganap. 6 po sila na regional chief. At yung sinasabi nila, sir, na wipe up yung tao ni Colonel Alejandro, actually 2 lang po yung official na na-relieve at I think nandito sila ngayon, sir. So sila na po ang magsabi what was the reason bakit na-transfer yung 2 official. I think I submitted already to the committee secretariat regarding the reasons pagka-relieve ng mga sinasabi nilang na-wipe out doon, sir, sa Region 3 nung pagkatapos ng operation, sir, sa Bamban. Another thing, sir, hindi po na-dismiss po yung kaso or RFI as was previously mentioned. Actually, sir, yung kaso ay nag-prosper at lahat ng mga suspect na napailan ng kaso ay na-issuehan po ng warrant of arrest. On the part of Colonel Buyakaw, which was another operation conducted after a year, 2024, I received a memo coming from TDPRM as I presented in the previous hearing, memo from Directorate for Personnel and Records Management directing me as the director of the CIDG to replace Colonel Buyakaw, Your Honor, sir. Yan lang po,
kanino ho galing yung order, General?
TDPRM, sir, Directorate for Personnel and Records Management, sir. So,
And sino po ang head niyan?
it was, the OIC din was General Bakay, sir.
Okay. Sige, thank you, General Karamat. Kay General Bakay,
Thank you, Your Honor, sir.
General, sa'yo pala galing yung order.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Magandang hapon po, Mr. Chair.
Is that because you intend to reshuffle or there was a pending reshuffling of your men? Kaya nyo in-implement yung relief ng mga taong taga-CIDG?
Mr. Chair, the order to install Colonel Ana, necessarily relieving Colonel Buyakaw, came from our Chief PNP. As a matter of fact, he wanted to attend, Mr. Chair, to explain why there was a relief. The difference of time between the operation in Banban led by Colonel Buyakaw was 1 month, Mr. Chair. March 17, yung order ko po, yung memo ko was April 17. There's a 1 month lull. Meaning when General Marbil took over, during the operation, Mr. Chair, kaya po nabanggit ko si General Acorda noon because it was during his time nung nagawa yung operation sa Bamban led by Colonel Buyakaw. It was during the time of General Acorda. Nung pinarelieve si Colonel Buyakaw, Mr. Chair, was the time of General Marbil. And nabanggit din po kanina ang position ng RFU NCR director. Usually, ang choice ng Chief PNP ang inuupo po dyan. Perhaps even General Acorda can attest to that yung nilagay niya as the RFU NCR, Colonel Buyakaw, was his choice. The same is true with General Marbil, our current Chief PNP. Si Colonel Ana ang gusto niyang maging director ng NCR RFU. It has nothing to do with the operations in Bamban led kay Colonel Buyakaw a month before, Mr. Chair. I hope that's very clear.
Okay,
Thank you,
sige.
Mr. Chair.
Salamat, General. Nandito po ba yung mga na-relieve? So, sa second round, Mr. Chair, I'd like to manifest my interest to ask questions later.
May I interject? Andiyan ata si Colonel Buyakaw. Andiyan ba si Colonel Buyakaw? Colonel Buyakaw, can you sit here? Baka we can ask him question na para at least in relation to what you're asking.
Yan nga, nandito pala eh. So, Colonel Buyakaw, was the relief order a surprise to you when you received it?
Sir, actually, sir, I was working on another case. Kasi tapos na kami doon sa Bamban, sir eh. And that's the time na lumabas yung order ko, sir.
So, hindi ka ba nagtaka?
Well, sir, kasi wala na si Sir Acorda na nag-install sa akin, sir. So, I expect, sir, na ganun, sir, mangyari.
Bakit ini-expect mo? Meron kang magandang trabaho eh. Meron kang magandang achievement. Tapos, nirelieve ka. Anong nasa isip mo nun?
Well, sir, I believe, sir, kasi in the past, ang mga sir, chief sa NCR, sir, is placed by the Chief PNP, sir.
Colonel, can I interject? Colonel Buyakaw, masama loob mo? Yes or no?
Sir, I'm just
yung
a police officer.
No. I'm asking you personally. Masama loob mo sa pagkakaalis sa'yo after a successful operation. You have to be, you are in front of the Filipino people. Masama loob mo dahil pagkatapos ng magandang operasyon, tinanggal kayo. Yes or no? Kasi malalaman natin, kung hindi masama loob mo, di okay. Masama ba loob mo? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Di ba? And you feel nade-demoralize kayo dahil nga successful operation nyo, tapos bigla kayong tatanggalin. Di ba? Kahit nasabihin natin that this is the practice of all these Chief PNPs, General Acorda, during your time, was there a situation wherein there is a successful operation, then a day after, tinanggal mo silang lahat? Was there an occasion?
During my time, sir, I cannot recall such situation, sir, because talagang duly informed naman ako sa lahat ng mga operation, and except if there are some demeanors in the operation conducted, doon lang nagkakaroon ng relief, sir.
Of
But
course.
as far as I can recall, sir, wala pong nangyaring ganun.
Of course, yes, yun ang medyo masakit sa atin na after, ito yung hindi ko matanggap, honestly. When we have the last hearing, before I recognize Congressman Chairman Acop, hindi ko matanggap na after a successful operation, sasabihin natin that alam na naman nila na tatanggalin sila. Di ba? Sana hindi po ganun ang naging procedure ng PNP. And as a matter of fact, marami sa inyo na na-demoralize dahil nga inilipat sila. Let's accept it. Ayan, katulad si Colonel Buyakaw, sinasabi niya, di ba? Personally. Di ba? Masakit. Kaya, I hope, before I proceed, the Chair would like to recognize Congressman Chairman Acop. Chairman Acop, you have the floor.
To put things in their proper perspective, Colonel Buyakaw, nasabi mo kanina na ini-expect mo na ma-relieve ka. Tama? Nung nawala si General Acorda.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Bakit?
Sir, as I said a while ago, sir, as experience yung napansin ko, sir, in the past, kung sino, sir, yung chief PNP, siya, sir, yung naglalagay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Retired na ako. I retired in 2001, 23 years. Nung ako rin ang nag-chief ng NCR CIS, ang chief PNP ang pumipili kung sino ang maging boss diyan. Di ba? Kaya ikaw ang pinili ni General Acorda. Right? Tapos nung naupo si General Marbil, nirelieve ka kasi siya ang pipili ng uupo doon sa unit na yan. That has been the tradition. Tama?
Yes, sir. Yes.
O kaya dapat hindi sumama ang loob mo dahil alam mo na yun ang tradition eh. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I continue.
Okay, so the Chair of Dangerous Drugs, Chairman Ace Barbers.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr.
Pagpatuloy mo.
So, balikan na lang natin yung sa issue sa Philippine National Police. Gusto ko lang matanong yung PIDEA. Is PIDEA present?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Si Director Lasso.
Director General Lasso, mula nang nagumpisa yung mga congressional hearings ng dangerous drugs, public order, public accounts, at saka yung Committee on Human Rights, there seems to be a common denominator doon sa usaping yon, no? At hindi nawawala yung usapin tungkol sa drugs. No? Do you have any information that you wish to share to the committee with respect to perhaps your findings or your mga datos na nandiyan sa inyo, Director General Lasso?
Yes, Your Honors. This is our first time, for PIDEA to join this hearing. We have been actively participating in the committees on the EJK hearings and the Committee on Dangerous Drugs. In the hearings that we joined, we took note of the matrices or diagrams that were presented during these hearings, and when we went back to our office, we crafted a better diagram on how it can be clearly seen how they are connected with each other. And after we made that diagram, I shared it with PAOCC, Yusek Gilbert Cruz. Because inputted in that diagram is that there was a report which came out of the Senate hearings that a certain brother of Michael Yang, can I just refer to a certain brother of Michael Yang, who is Zhang Yang, also known as Yang Hung Jiang, is an incorporator or part of Full Win Group of Companies and Paili Estate Group Corporation. Now, in the hearings of the Senate, it was revealed that Baofu Land Development Incorporated, wherein Mayor Alice Leal Go is an incorporator, received money from the joint account of Yang's brother, Hong Jiang Yang, and one, Yu Zheng Kan. Supposed to be, or reportedly, this money was used to bankroll Hongsheng Gaming Technology, the builder of Pogo Complex in Vanpan, raided in March 13, Your Honors. And so, again, these are not part of our holdings. We just collated what we heard from Congress and from the Senate.